Hey guys, it's Alan C. Pennington here, and I would like to say congratulations to our new YCS champion, Billy Rake. He won YCS Toronto with Tengu plants. Looks like, you know, Tengu plants are still a deck. But, today I'd like to talk about, something semi-related. Uh, as you can see, here is the picture that Konami took of him. They always take a picture of the champion of all of their YCS events. And, if you don't already know what's wrong with this picture, take a few seconds to guess, because there is something wrong with it. And, basically, me personally, some of you may know that I don't really like alter reality games necessarily. I'm kind of biased against them. We've had some difficulties, but I'm going to put those difficulties aside for a second, because Billy Break does, in fact, represent alter reality games, and Konami does not appreciate that, apparently. So look at this picture. This is the picture that alter reality games took for their website. It's almost the exact same picture that Konami took. Now, as you can see here, so here's the original picture. Alter Reality took their picture first. You can see it says ARG, and then in smaller text, alterrealitygames.com. It has their logo and everything. Looks pretty cool. Now look at Konami's picture. They told them to put on a hoodie so it would cut off the A, which, that's whatever. But more importantly, they photoshopped out the alterrealitygames.com below it. Like, you can see a smudge, like it was a really bad Photoshop job. Ironically enough, PJ Tarney, who works for Konami, he always gives, me shit because I'm bad at Photoshop. But, like, this is even worse than what I would have done. Like, it's just like a smudge of gray there. Like a really light gray. But, they didn't even, try to, use the clone tool or anything. Like, it's just awful. So, it's just a very, blatant censorship here. Like, censorship may sound drastic, but I really can't think of a better word. Now, I know that, every time you sign up for an event, you are telling Konami, hey, I give you permission to take pictures of me to use for your coverage. And that's cool. I understand that. I understand that they want to take pictures of you and they want to put them in their coverage. However, I don't think you signed anything that said, I give permission to take pictures of me and Photoshop those pictures to your liking. I don't think that's, technically in the contract that you made with him. So, personally, if I were Billy Break, I would be kind of upset because clearly he's choosing to represent a store and, for his own personal reasons. And I imagine that he likes alter reality games and he wants to get their name out there. I know if it was me, someday I may topple YCS and I'll probably be representing someone, or I might just be representing myself. But that's not really the point. Like, if it were me in his shoes, I would be very upset at Konami. And Konami does make, a big effort to try to make sure that there are no, mentions of stores, no mentions of teams, whatever. But alright, if you, that's the shirt he's wearing. I don't know what, you can't really have it both ways. If you don't want, Billy Rake to be representing his store, then I guess don't take a picture of him, because, at least Konami has, a lot of broken links all the time, and at least they can try to run the excuse of, yeah, we took a picture of him, but the picture wasn't working on our website because we suck. People believe that, but, when they just, have this blatant photoshopping here, I'll even zoom in for you. If you just look at the white part of his shirt, you can just see where the folds are just clearly interrupted by the gray. It's just really bad. And it's just a really sloppy job on Konami. Their coverage is sloppy, their Photoshop jobs are sloppy. I think they really need to step it up. And don't get me wrong, Konami has been stepping things up lately. I'm just trying to identify the areas in which they need to further do that. I like that they've added the problem-solving text. I think that was a really awesome idea, because, for years people have been complaining, oh, cards are too hard to understand, and, Kevin Turt's all right, I've heard your complaints, so here's what I'm going to do about it. Um, there's a lot of bitching with the tour guide rulings and the exceed mechanic. And, during this whole time, they kept saying, hey guys, stop bitching. Bitching's not going to help get things done faster. But people bitched a lot and things got, straightened out pretty quickly. So I know that, Kevin Stewart and Julia Hedberg and all those people always like to say how, hey guys, don't complain, it's not going to help. But Konami is a business first and foremost, and if all of their customers are consistently complaining about the same thing, like, yeah, they're going to, like, make that a priority if, they want to make their customers happy. That's my view, at least. I'm sure people will tell me otherwise. So, yeah, like, I just want to try to get the word out there that, this isn't okay, because, I'm going to be going to YCS's, and for now I represent the Game Academy, and I'm going to be wearing a Game Academy shirt, so if I'm placed in the same situation as Billy Brake, I want to be able to have, like, my nice Game Academy shirt with the wizard on it and everything, and, me holding up a YCS trophy and all that nice stuff. So hopefully, like, this won't happen again. Like, I don't think it would hurt Konami to necessarily, like, mention what store someone plays at. Like, I don't see what's wrong with that. Like, like, Billy Brake is kind of like a Yu-Gi-Oh! Celebrity, for lack of a better word, but I think it would be, like, nice for Konami to say, like, hey, he's a normal guy just like all of you. He plays at this store, Alter Reality Games. Like, most people already know anyway that, like, Billy Brake, writes for Alter Reality. Like, you see the RG on his shirt. Like, that's already, like, 2/3 of the logo. Like, come on now. Like, really? I understand that, like, if I was Konami, I wouldn't want to just be helping Alter Reality with their, advertising campaign of, like, trying to get all the, Yu-Gi-Oh! Players to wear their shirts. Like, yeah, I understand, like, Alter Reality is probably going a little over the top. But, every once in a while, like, it wouldn't be the worst to just mention, where someone plays or what team they're on. I understand that they don't want to make the game competitive, but, like, they already, like, list players' credentials in their feature matches and stuff, so, like, that already gives players a sense, and they say, like, they put Billy Brake in a feature match, and he's like, yeah, he's topped, like, 10, premier events before. Like, you can already tell that, like, clearly these players going to these events are competitive, so, like, hey, you might as well, like, mention what team they're on while you're at it, say, hey, he's Billy Brake, he has, like, 10, tops previous, oh, and by the way, he's on Team Alter Reality. Like, that wouldn't be the worst, would it? So, apparently Konami is working on, reforming their, not their coverage site, but the place they post their articles. Their articles, like, aren't that great, and they're working on getting new writers because they want to make it better. And I'm hoping that they kind of revamp all the coverage at the same time. Like, a lot of people, most people who look at the European coverage and the American coverage agree that the European coverage is way better. So, maybe you could work on making the coverage be more like the European coverage. Like, I don't know what to say. Like, maybe Konami North America has different rules than Konami of Europe, but, like, it seems like lately, at least, Konami has been willing to change some of their policies in favor of what the player base wants. So, long story short, congrats, Billy Brake. Hopefully, I know Billy Brake is certainly going to be topping more YCSs in the future, so hopefully when he does, they'll, not Photoshop his shirt. Like, I don't know what else to say. So yeah, just trying to get the word out there. Censorship is bad. Like, I'm just always against censorship in general, like, whether it's from the US government or from your school. Like, Konami certainly applies. You got two options. You either don't take a picture of someone, or you take a picture of what they're wearing.